Forgotten Children Worldwide assist abandoned, vulnerable, and trafficked children around the world by doing three things. First, we safeguard them from extreme poverty. Not only do we safeguard them from that poverty, but we really try to break the cycle of poverty and lift them from it. Secondly, we prevent them from falling victim to the evils of human trafficking. Lastly, we give these children hope for a better future by exposing them to the love of Jesus Christ. Our sponsorship program allows families and individuals in the United States the opportunity to meet the needs of a child in one of the countries in which we serve. 100% of the dollars that are donated go directly to the sponsored child to meet needs like food, shelter, clothing, school expenses, and even spiritual development. Another thing that we do is construction projects. So we will build an orphan home. Typically, it's a small home. It's not an orphanage. It's a small home that has 8 to 12 children with 2 house parents. This allows children to be loved on by 2 parents, be put into a family situation. They can really experience the love of Christ that way. We also do other construction projects like building a security fence. When you're trying to safeguard children from the evils of trafficking, you need to have them in a safe environment. So we will build a big security fence around an orphan home to ensure that the children are safe. At the center of what we do truly is really helping these children through self-sustainability projects. It's one thing for us to give a hand out, but we really want to give a hand up. So we empower these children, their caregivers, and sometimes their families to generate their own income. So we will implement a cow farm or a goat ranch or a chicken farm where chickens will lay eggs. The children, the orphan care ministry, they will then sell those eggs at the local market. They will take the profits from those eggs and invest it back into caring for these children. What's awesome is that children learn how to care for the chickens. So they learn how to feed them, they learn how to properly care for them, so they're learning responsibilities and skills that potentially will help them as they grow into adults and they graduate out of the orphan home. In a remote village in Hubli, India, we provided 2 water buffalo for a mother who couldn't care for her children. Unfortunately, what happens typically in that situation is if mom can't care for the children, she has to make a decision. And that decision typically is, I'm either going to abandon my children or I'm going to sell them. And so what we try to do is to help keep her from being put in that situation. So we provided her 2 water buffalo that she could milk a couple times a day, take that milk and the cream that comes from it, sell it at the market, and then take the profits to be able to care for her children. It's been so successful that mom has been able to take the profits. She's bought 2 cows, she's bought some goats, she's bought some chickens. So what's happening is she's milking the 2 current water buffalo and she's getting 5 liters a day, and she's selling those 5 liters and she's making about $2.50 a day. She lives in a part of India where the normal person makes about $1, $1.50 a day. So at $2.50, she's probably profiting about $1.50. She was able to take those profits, and not only did she buy additional livestock, but she was able to put one of her daughters through pre-university. 2 years of university solely off of the profits of these 2 water buffalo. Well, they got creative. They're also now selling the manure from the water buffalo to local farmers, and they're generating more income that way. So mom has the dignity to care for her own children, to provide them an education. And not only is she helping her own family, but she lives in an area that is in despair. She's now providing milk to some families close by that can't afford to buy it. That is self-sustainability at its finest. I sat in that village, in their hut, bamboo chutes as a frame, mud walls, cow manure on the outside to insulate it to keep it cool. There's holes in the wall where rodents and snakes can get in, a stone floor with no beds, and the oldest daughter, who is really the main caretaker for the water buffalo, who is missing a foot. She's lame. She says to us, because of Forgotten Children Worldwide, we can now stand on our own 2 feet. That's how we break the cycle of poverty and keep children at home with their families. I would challenge someone to visit our website, ForgottenChildren.org, to learn more about us as an organization and to see how they can get involved. In the end, we just hope that they will partner with us to help positively impact the lives of children around the world.